Assalamualaikum everyone, I hope you are doing well. Today is going to be my first YouTube tutorial video. In this tutorial, I'll be breaking down the step-by-step process of creating eye-catching and engaging social media posts from concept to design. But before we jump into the creative process, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Let's get started. First, I'm going to take this image and I will increase the size of this and adjust it to our artboard. And then I'll drag this image of soda can and I'll rotate it just like this, and then I'll hide the layer. Now I'll select the selection tool and I'll carefully make a selection around this water. Okay, that's good. Then press Ctrl J to duplicate the layer. And as you can see, we have another layer of water. Now we're gonna bring down our soda can layer under this new layer. Then we go to adjustment layer and press levels. And then I'll play with this level adjustment layer and make it a bit darker. I'll make it a bit darker so that we can draw our shadows to it. Okay, that looks fine now. I'll press Ctrl I to invert it, our layer, and then select the brush tool and press X to switch between black and white so that we can draw our adjustment and remove it by switching to black. I'll take another layer this time and I'll paint over it. Make sure to lower your flow number so it will look balanced and perfect. I'll bring down the opacity a little bit, and then as you can see, it's looking pretty good. I'll take another layer. This time I'll paint white to make a highlight to our subject. As you can see, the light is already coming from the left, so it will make sense. I'll do it gently just right over there and also over here. Okay, now I'll take another layer and I'll choose the brush tool and I'll pick a color from the ocean. Let's see which one looks good. No, this not, that not much. Nope. Okay. No, it's not matching. Okay, this one looks good. I'll paint it over here and then I'll decrease the opacity and apply the linear dodge effect to match with the scene. Okay, now I will take this shark, place it right over here, and again apply the level and adjustment layer on this clip. Okay, I'll clip the layer and press Ctrl I to invert it. Now I will gently brush Okay, now I will take another layer, and now I will gently brush our highlight onto our shark image because the light is coming from above. Okay, this looks good. I'll take another layer. This time I'll choose color from here. No, it's not working. Okay, I'll bring down the flow a little bit. Then I'll just paint it on it. Now I'll bring down the opacity a little bit to blend the image. Okay, as you can see, it's already looking good. Now I'm going to filter, blur, motion blur, and then I will apply the motion blur effect to it so that it will look a bit realistic. Okay, this looks good. Now I'm going to take a new layer, and then I'll take the brush tool and make it bigger. I'll make a sunlight effect, so I'll choose a color from the sky. It's a bit yellowish, and I'll increase the flow. Now what I'm going to do is to flatten the brush to make a sun rays effect. You'll see. Okay, now I'm going to make a sunrise effect. Okay, I'll make a sun rays effect. I'll drop some strokes, or you can say brush effects. And as you can see, it's already looking good. Hit Ctrl Z. I'll drop another. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now I'll bring down the opacity. No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then I'll increase the blur so that it will blend with the image. Okay, that's good. I'll increase the opacity a bit. Okay, now we are missing something. We'll add a shadow, but before that we're gonna adjust the shadow part to our subject. As you can see, it was a bit brighter, so we're gonna make it a bit darker now. So take the brush tool, press X to invert. Okay, now we can gently brush it and make the right side of our image a bit darker. I'll not make this too much as it is already looking good. Okay, this looking good. Okay, now I'll take another layer and I'll add a shine effect to it. Just simply click on the button and then add a brush stroke. I'll flatten the brush again to make a sun rays effect. This will be good. Okay, I'll increase the size a bit, and then I'll press once or twice. Another stroke will be good. Okay, this looks good. Again, I'll decrease the opacity. I'll go to blur, Gaussian blur, and then I'll add a blur effect. It might look good. Okay, now it's looking. Okay, now the main part, shadow. Now we're gonna make a shadow. For that, we're gonna take another layer, and then I'll simply just flatten the brush and take black color. Obviously, I'll decrease the opacity and I'll put a shadow into the bottom. Yeah, this will be good. And as you can see, we have done our final image. I hope you guys learned something new from this, and if you guys find this video helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next video. Till then, goodbye.